Hi guys, welcome back to another video. In this video, I am going to share Altimetrix interview questions which are asked in the recent interview, and these are shared by one of our subscriber. Thanks to him. And now I will explain you each and every question. In this interview, there are multiple questions which has been asked. There was core Java interview question, there was collections, there was Java 8. Java 8 is common in each and every interview nowadays, and there are some programming questions as well. So make sure you watch this video till the very end. I have the video recording as well which I got from the candidate, so if you want to verify any of the question you can contact me. Link in the description below. And if you want to see more of this type of content, please hit the like button. So let's start the video. The first question we have is, name the name of few intermediate and terminal operation in stream API. So if you talk about stream API, there are multiple terminals, and there are multiple intermediate and terminal operations available. So if I talk about intermediate operations, there is map, which is intermediate operation, then there is filter, then there is distinct. Okay, so map is used to apply some function on the given stream, and filter is used to filter out based on the given condition, and distinct it is used for the unique element if we need to fetch. And then there is sorted as well. So there are multiple, so you can give some of the example like this. Then there is limit as well, then there is skip as well. So these are the example of intermediate operations. And if we talk about terminal operation, so there are multiple terminal operations as well. So terminal operations are something which convert stream into either a data type or a collection, or there is for each method as well. So for each is just we used to like apply some operation on the final stream. Okay, and apart from that there is collect. So inside the collect we give an argument like collectors dot to list. It can be to list or it can be anything, it can be to set or anything. So according to that, we like whatever data type in which we want to store our stream, convert our stream, we give that here. Okay, apart from that there is min as well, there is max as well, which is as you can understand, this is for minimum and maximum. There is count as well, which will count the number of stream. Then there is find any, find first, all match. There are multiples. And if we talk about intermediate operation, I forgot to tell you that there is one more, which is flat map, which is also important. Now what is the difference between map and flat map? I will cover this in one of the upcoming questions. Okay, so these are the some of the examples of terminal and intermediate operations. So let's jump to the next question, which is what is meta space. So what is meta space? So meta space is another feature which was introduced in Java 8. It was introduced in Java 8. So what happens, like before Java 8 there was permgen, but after Java 8 they introduced a meta space. So I will just write before Java 8, and this meta space was introduced after Java 8. And now I will tell you what is permgen and what is meta space. So if I talk about permgen is a memory area for storing class data like static variable, bytecode, etc. So instead of permgen they have introduced meta space. So the thing is, the drawback of meta space was it has fixed size. So because of that, it always has fixed maximum size, and because of that, to increase the performance of your application, of your Java application, they have introduced meta space, which is a part of memory. And this meta space by default auto increases its size depending on the OS which is present, the memory which is present. So the main difference between permgen and meta space is permgen was having only fixed maximum size. It can't go beyond that. And if you talk about meta space can auto increase its size depending on the OS. So this is the difference between permgen and meta space. And you can answer this question by telling about meta space. Now the next question we have is, what is predicate? Okay, what is predicate? So predicate is a type of functional interface in Java. It's a function interface which has only one single abstract method, and the method name is test. And this test method has a return type. It has a return type of boolean. Okay, so if I talk about this predicate interface, it also accepts some condition. So it also is expect as an argument is we will give some condition, and based on that condition it will give return return boolean value. It can be true or false. So if I talk about the use of predicate, if you like see, there's a method intermediate operation called filter inside your stream API. So this filter method accept predicate as a argument. Okay, so predicate as a argument. So that is one of the important thing which needs to be remembered. So there are other function interfaces as well, like consumer, producer, and function and predicate. So there are total 4 different function interfaces introduced in Java 8. One of them is predicate. Okay, so now the next question is very simple, and I know that you guys know answer of this question. So I will just go through this very quickly. What is difference between overloading and overriding? So like in core Java, there are two things to achieve multiple polymorphism. There are two things, overriding and overloading. So if I talk about overloading happens between the same class. Okay, it happens in the same class. And if I talk about overriding, it happens in the different classes, in the like subclass, in the subclass and superclass. So it's an example of runtime polymorphism, and overloading is an example of compile time polymorphism. Okay, so in the case of overriding, you will have to have same signature, I mean same name of the method and arguments. But in the case of overriding, you must have same name as a method, but arguments or parameters will be different. Okay, so these are the some of the differences between overloading and overriding. Now let's go to next question, which is, what is transient keyword? So this transient keywords come into picture in the case of serialization. Okay, so if I talk about serialization is something which is used to convert an object into a stream of bytes, and that stream to be sent through a network, and then you can deserialize that. Okay, so deserializing is something which is opposite to the serialization, like converting the byte sequence into the original object data. Okay, so this is serialization, and this transient keyword come into picture into serialization only. So this transient keyword can be used with the data members of the class, so to avoid their serialization. So if you want some data members, you do not want to serialize them, you can use transient keyword with them. Okay, so if you like use transient keyword, then those data member will not be serialized. So if I do something like, what is data members? Data members are like primitive data types or anything. So you use this like something like this. Suppose it's a private data, then transient keyword, and then data members, it can be int I, something like this. So this is the thing about transient keyword, and this is very basic question. So I'm sure you must know about how to answer this. Now let's move to the next question, which is difference between stack and heap memory. So I have explained this multiple time in my videos as well. What is stack memory and what is heap memory? These are the part of JVM. These are the part of memory areas. If I talk about stack memory, the stack memory is used to store the primitive data types and the the object references. Okay, in the case of heap memory, heap memory is dynamic, so it is used to store the object. So whenever you create any object, it will be stored inside the heap memory. And of course, if you go into the detail, there are multiple things you can tell about heap memory, like it is having this Eden space, it is having first gen space, last gen space, it is having meta space. There are multiple things. It is having SCP. What is SCP? It is string constant pool. It's a pool inside a heap memory. So this pool is used by strings to because of that, strings are more memory efficient, because it will have all the literals already available. Like whenever you create any string literal, it is available in the string constant pool, so you don't need to create multiple objects while using them. And if I talk about general heap memory areas, those are Eden space. So whenever you create any object, it will be stored inside the Eden space. And whenever you whenever this garbage collection happens, those will be moved to the first gen last gen space. And whenever the last gen space is full, then it will be moved, it will be garbage collected basically. So these are the whole step, and there are multiple things you can tell about stack and heap memory. And this is one of the most important questions these days, because these has been asked in multiple interviews. I am seeing the pattern that few questions are very repetitive, and you must know the answer of all these questions. So let's move to the next question very quickly, which is the difference between hash table and hash map. Okay, so what is the difference between hash table and hash map? Both are used to store values as a key and value pair, but there is some difference as well. So if I talk about hash table was introduced before, like long ago, like it was introduced with the Java version. I think it was Java 1.2. So not no sorry, not Java 1.2, it was before Java 1.2. It was a legacy class are introduced with the Java, with Java only. So and hashmap was introduced in Java 1.2 actually. So hash table was introduced with the first version of Java, and hashmap was introduced with the JDK 1.2. So both are used to store key and value pairs, but there are some differences. The differences is hash table is non synchronized. That means hash table is synchronized. That means hash table is thread safe. That means only one thread is allowed to read or write the data. Okay, so that's why it is synchronized and thread safe, because multiple threads can't access at the same time, and there will be no ambiguity in the data. In the case of hash table, it is non-synchronized. That means it is not thread safe. And whenever you want to perform certain operation using multiple threads, chances are you will get some error. Okay, so in both stores key and value pair, but there is slight difference. Hash table doesn't allow any null key or value. In the case of hash map, only one null key is allowed and multiple null values are allowed. So this is also one of the difference. And in terms of speed, hash map is fast and hash table is slow. Why hash table is slow and why hash map is fast? Hash table is slow because only it is synchronized, so it is thread safe. So only one thread is allowed to read or write the data. But in the case of hash map, multiple threads are working on that. Of course you will get some errors as well. You can get concurrent modification error as well if you are writing with uh, multiple threads. So but hash map is fast, and because of its advancement as well, it is fast. So these are the things which are about hash table and hash map. So apart from that, because hash table is fail safe and hash map is fail fast. What is fail safe and fail fast? I have told you about multiple in my multiple videos about this. So I know that my subscriber are smart enough. You must know the answer for this. So this was the part 1 of this video, and this video is already very long, so I am I will post the next part tomorrow, maybe I will post it tomorrow, or I will post it for my uh, platinum members first, or it may be posted for platinum members first, sorry. So make sure, if you want this type of video, become the platinum members. The like members membership fee is very less, and it is less than a cup of coffee though, so you can manage that. And I'm sure that you won't regret it, because you will get various insights, like you will get multiple uh, recording video recording of real interviews, real mock interviews as well, and these type of videos uh, first before anyone else. So and like in the return, you can clear your interviews. So if you clear your interviews, then you will get a better hike, and like it will be very beneficial for you, so you won't regret the fee. And like if you want to help, please like this video, please share with your friends, please comment as well, give your honest feedback, and subscribe to the channel. If you don't like the video, you can unsubscribe it later, but first subscribe it. And we are growing as a community, so I need your help and support and feedback, constant feedback as well. So thank you so much, thank you so much for watching this video. Bye bye.